Hello watch fans, and welcome to another watch review video. Just want to say up front that I've been under the weather the last couple days, so if my voice does not sound as angelic and majestic as usual, that is why. But enough about my awesome voice, let's get to the watch. This is the Bulova Precisionist. It is a watch that I had seen on TV several times. Bulova is big on World of Watches, and I've been very interested in this. So when Jeff offered to send it to me, I could not resist. And this is the last watch I have from him. And like I said, if anybody else has a watch they want to share, just let me know. Send me a message on here or DM me on Instagram and we can work something out. But now let's get to this watch here. Bulova is an old brand. It was founded in 1897. The movement in this watch, however, is still relatively new. The Precisionist is billed as the most accurate watch out there. The movement beats 16 times per second. Good automatic watches are usually 8 to 10 beats per second. So as you can see here, even though it's a quartz watch, that second hand is as smooth as can be. There are a lot of variations of this watch. This one happens to be a chronograph, and chronograph is designed to kind of keep time, track and field kind of thing. So I'm not going to get into all the chronograph stuff because that's pretty standard, and I'm sure there's 1,000 videos on YouTube about how to play with your chronograph. So we'll just get into a little more detail on this watch itself. It is 316L stainless steel. It is very, I don't want to say very, but it's pretty heavy. It's got a nice feel to it. It feels like a very, very quality piece of watchmaking. The bracelet is nice and thick. Again, I'm not able to wear it because of Jeff's tiny Filipino wrists, but if I could, I would have worn this thing a lot. It's pretty impressive. I myself do not own any Bulovas. For me, it's the kind of brand that is just pretty much out there everywhere. Everybody knows who they are. You can buy them pretty much anywhere. Doesn't take anything away from the brand, but for me, I like to own pieces that not everybody has or not everybody knows, just to be a little bit different. But this one here is making me kind of change my mind on that. It's a nice size, 48 millimeters. So again, for me, perfect size for that. I know some of you out there think that's too big, but for this kind of watch, I really like that size. You do have superluminova in the hour markers. The few things that I've taken away from this watch that I do not like, the price point. I don't mind the price point. For this particular one, I've seen them online between $500 and $600. For the non-chronographs, they're a little bit less expensive. But they use a mineral crystal. And for me, if it's going to be a watch that's $500 plus, I would think they would use a sapphire crystal. But again, that's just my personal preference. Also in that price point, I would have a hard time buying this watch over some of the other automatics you can get out there. So again, it's just really boils down to, what you like, what kind of feel you like, what kind of movement you like. But I have never seen a quartz movement like this. This is really, really cool. And I can't thank Jeff enough for giving me a chance to take a look at these things and play with them. I want to keep all three, but of course I'll send at least 2 of them back to him. I'm not going to steal them all. Other than that, not much I could really find wrong with the watch. It's got a beautiful case design. You got the nice knurling all around the bezel there. Kind of a curved shape to the top of the watch. Pretty simple, plain case back. But the bracelet itself, you know, that 316L steel is just a really good feel. Nice and heavy. Really nice finish on this watch. I will say Jeff must have really liked this watch. I've noticed that it's got a little bit more dings and dents in it than his other watches have, but he probably wore this thing a ton, and I do not blame him. So, sadly, I'll get this bad boy ready to ship back to him with his others. And it's now time to turn the TV on and enjoy the second and third round of the NFL draft. I noticed last night that the Bills had the best draft by far with Sammy Watkins, and the rest of the teams pretty much all sucked a big wang. So I hope you guys have a great weekend, and we'll see you in a few days for another video.